So this is a work in progress for level 55 of NIghtHawk monthly. I've been using 3 platoons thus far, but I've just made a slight change to platoon number 3, which means that platoon number 2 rather, which means that it might be able to do number 3's job also, although it'll be a bit slower. So we'll see how this works out. Anyway, platoon number 1 is the Zues. They're level 9, but they don't have any equipment at all, so they're still very basic units. It's a relatively uneventful start, everything kind of happening relatively slowly. Just one more chopper after this. So we'll just take out these barriers here, and then it's a walk down the edge of the map to remove these pesky mortarmen. That's one thing coming up from the last tier, where I'm used to platoons full of fast-moving Humvees and then have to deal with this tortoise-like behaviour. So we'll take out these walls, the mortarmen, and probably the first 2 guns also. Just because we can. Because it's basically free to do it. The next platoon in has a diversionary Abrams, and I think if I left this work for them to do, we'd end up taking unnecessary damage, so it's a bit of a time over damage trade-off here. Also, I have tried taking out this number 4 turret, but we take damage doing so. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. We've got enough firepower in the next platoon to take care of it. And we can surrender there. Hopefully they get through that wall. They're going to do it, yep. Okay, so that's cleared the path on the left side for the next wave, with what looks like almost 0 damage. So next up, rocket buggies, some Humvees. And what was that? 7. Oh my god, don't think I can afford it. So this one, previously I'd have 2 tanks in here, but I've only really used 1. So I brought a chopper just... Oh, actually that's a good point. It's actually made movement a little bit more difficult. Anyway, let's try it, see how we go. I shouldn't have spawned him. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move the Abrams into position, and then as soon as the salvo starts moving. Okay. So take out this wall and nearest buildings, and then what I want to do is line up these guys. The tank took a little bit more damage there than he did in the last round. That's because I was making sure that salvo was in action. Last time I took some damage on my small DPS troops, so this I might take a bit of damage here. So we'll take a run into this corner. It's going to be tight, that. Okay. Not quite sure what happened to that troop there. So ultimately there was a minor plan here to use this to carry on, but that tank took too much damage. We need at least half a maxed Abrams to soak up the damage for the next one. So that chopper that I had in that platoon is probably going to switch to either another buggy. Okay, so this is the cleanup platoon really. See if we can stay out of trouble this time. Let's move everyone into the gate. Bring the choppers back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move the tank next to the crater. Pull these guys down into this corner and then move them into position there, and then draw everyone back the moment that anti-air is dead. And then we can bring the chopper up and he can clear up pretty much. Need our Humvees over here for a bit of an ambush. There we go. So that was pretty good, I think, in the end. I need to select targets for the choppers, otherwise they'll hit that T14, which is unnecessary. Okay. So, scores on the doors are 61, wasn't it, for the first platoon? Suspense is killing me. The third platoon, 600, and the second one, 700. So let's say 8 and 6, 14, 15, so 1500 altogether. Not bad, but still we can refine it more. Alright, take care.